to have a chance to win it back-to-back, as they are trying to do, is very difficult. They have the kind of talent and chemistry to do it, but I don't know if their overall personnel and their refined efforts will get it done.
Just about game time. Let's get it to Kevin Harlan, who has the call.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Golden State will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Pacers. Teamed out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Young. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that. But I will say, it sure looks fun, doesn't it? And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Teague can't hit. And it's the Warriors' ball. Down low, Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Oh, that is just... weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan, to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Now, here's Green. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. They get it back. Azili gets the bucket.
And that putback, about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Pacers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Wasted no time on that one. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Indiana off to a slow start. 7-point differential. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. To the middle. The drive by Thompson.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Teague, the pass to Turner. Will it go? How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. I mean, you could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
For George to be eager to go back and represent the U.S. in international play is a brave move.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, a lot of it might be that he just wants to put that in the past and move on, and sometimes you do that best by confronting things head on. The only way to have that be the past is to keep playing for his country.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Livingston in for Thompson. Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
It's Curry outside. Green kicks to Varejao. Dishes it to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. They grab their own miss. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Green's got his first 2 points. Pacers trail by 9.
For my man PG, Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game, shot under 43% from the field. Maybe time for him to balance out that shot selection.
And guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has would go a long way toward getting him to that next level.
Some changes for Golden State. David West is checked in for Varejao. Looney comes in for Draymond Green. And Miller's subbed in for Curry. Here's Cole. Looking for his first basket still in this one. George, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Looney, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
And Cole kicks to Miles. Out to Stuckey from deep 3-point range. Offensive rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's George after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Here's Cole. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
2 shots. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson. Greg, that was a good point. See, he passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
And the second free throw, good.
You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Looney. And it's Miles with the rebound. And George, here we go. The Warriors pull it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 13. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
Comes from me being 8 years old. And
year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
Assist from Aaron Brooks.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all five guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
The Splash Brothers are the guards. Green is out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Durant in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Curry with a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got 7.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it? And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
The tray. Out to Thompson. Durant dishes to Ezeli. Here's Green. Golden State moving it around. The feed to Curry. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Stuckey drives inside. And the rejection by Ezeli.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though, they're going to have to show up.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
That's tipped. Stuckey into the lane. drops in the layup for two.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA. How about Steph Curry in this one? 12 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter. Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage. Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Pacers trail by 14. And Young kicks to Stuckey. And the rejection by Ezeli. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost. Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Young passes to Whittington, and the shot is good. Whittington's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Green dishes to Curry. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Robinson. Now the Pacers moving it up. Robinson's got the ball. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Robinson's got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Now here's Allen. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Curry with it. And Young picks him up defensively. The drive by Green, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Pacers trail by 15. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
He was all alone on that one. 14 points for Klay Thompson.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Whittington. Warriors with the rebound. Ezeli's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Thompson, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. On up the court. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Well, it's never a good idea to back off and ease up. And it doesn't look like that thought's even crossed their mind. I love it.
The drive by Green, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's Durant, and it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far,
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, what's been the key to what's working well out there for you guys right now?
Defensive end, we rebound the ball, keeping them off the glass, and being able to execute an offensive end.
Steph, thank you so much. Plenty of ingredients to a solid effort, Kevin.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 18 points and 2 assists. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think? Shaq, your take on Indiana.
You don't have to dig very deep to see why they're getting crushed. Just look at the rebounding stats. They've been weak juice on the glass, and it's going to cost them. Weak juice and barbecue chicken. What a diet. I'm sure they're getting an earful in the locker room right now, and they deserve it, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Thompson. 18 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Paul George is out there with Young. Then there's Teague. Then it's Turner. And it's Ellis in at the two-guard spot. The Pacers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Durant at the elbow.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
And one bright note for the Pacers last season was the play of their bench. Adding Rodney Stuckey was a huge boost for them.
Now here's Ellis. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Ellis, that's good.
Thaddeus Young. Warriors call a timeout.
Timeout called the Warriors. And Stuckey led the charge for the Pacers bench, Greg, as you were talking about. But all around the reserves, Clark, were fantastic on the Pacers.
Yeah, third in the league at almost 41 points per game off the bench. First in the NBA in bench rebounding. And top 10 in field goal percentage as a bench.
And George with this stuff.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Durant kicks to Green. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Thompson's got 21 in the game.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And the Pacers call time here.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love. But I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch four-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
The Pacers making a change here. Brooks checked in. They push it up 4-on-3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. Green's got 5 assists in the game.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but He's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive. You know, last season, Thaddeus Young was moved from Minnesota to Brooklyn, guys. A good move for everybody involved as he helped with the playoff push.
Young last year, as you mentioned, GA, shipped to Brooklyn, provided good punch off the bench.
And Young is so efficient in his scoring that he's a great guy to play heavy minutes off the bench. Shot over 50% from the floor in his games with the Nets.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Turner. The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
And George, here we go. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
The Warriors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter, 4 of 8. Here's Thompson, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 24 points for Klay Thompson. Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. It's Iguodala with the drive. And that one's good.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Here's Young. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Livingston kicks to Varejao. Thompson outside. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got 3 rebounds now in this one. For 3, Ellis. Varejao comes up with the rebound. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, G, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Miller's checked in for Klay Thompson. The Pacers also changing it up. Stuckey comes in for Monte Ellis. And Cole subbed in for Brooks. It's Iguodala with the drive. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Young with the steal.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues. And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together. And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
Turner's checked in for Indiana. Here is Miles. Young outside. That's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. That's good. Miller's got 5 points so far.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par. And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
Teague is checked in for the Pacers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
But they recover it. They need this. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Livingston and the powerful one-handed slam.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And for the Warriors, they're shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. We've got Durant, Anderson Varejao out there with Looney. And there's Livingston, and it's Miller in at the 1 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. Brooks, the pass to Turner. Allen, left side. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Miller with the ball. To the middle. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job. Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Inside. And then Durant with the dunk.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, and something else they've done all through this one is knock down the mid-range jump shot whenever they've had the chance.
No good on the second free throw. Everyone knows about the Paul George injury from last year and how it affected the Pacers. He said almost the entire season, and there was no doubt they missed it.
Yeah, and when George came back, Kevin, the Pacers got hot, but they had to put him on a minutes limit. And it wasn't just George. The team as a whole had a lot of injuries during the course of the season.
Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific. Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Back to Brooks. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Pacers making a change here. Young's checked in. Livingston kicks to Miller. Fires from deep. Durant, no good. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Robinson.
flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Here's Golden State. They're on a 17-5 run here. Miller kicks to Livingston. To the paint. Here's Varejao, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 5 assists in the game. For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Allen uses the glass to finish the layup.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Here's Livingston. The rebound by Young. Young's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
No good from Durant.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. David West, he's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. Then for the Pacers, C.J. Miles. He's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Aaron Brooks. Varejao dishes to Livingston. It's blocked. On the wing, Stuckey. The Warriors pull it in.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
The Pacers making a switch here. Brooks checked in.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
And they get it back from deep, Miles. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Miller's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Thompson. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Miles, the pass to Brooks. Miles, tipped back in for 2.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them.
Yeah, how great are his ball instincts there? Just having a knack, really the instincts to just get after it on the backboard.
And here's Brooks. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stuckey outside. It's Young on the wing. Here's Miles. Nice shot from the wing.
Assisted by Thaddeus Young.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Iguodala. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
At the line for your Warriors, Andre Iguodala.
That one is off.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go with Miller running up the court. Iguodala kicks it to West. Here's Livingston. The shot's good on the assist by West.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke.
Kevin, I'm here with Andre.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Klay Thompson. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control.
Klay Thompson is everything you want in a swingman. Long and athletic, a staunch defender, and a terrific passer. But let's not forget what makes him truly special, that silky smooth jump shot. Thompson is pure, fellas, and he can light it up.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow, I'm getting jealous.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.